to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Silva. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteers offense will get first crack at it here. Looking for space, it's Silva. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
And he couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Got enough for the first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Making side adjustments here. They want to throw. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. The pitch. Touchdown Vols! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game is they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage, and be physical. Have that safety help over the top. I'm not letting him beat me.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Heaves it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And his throw is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Cuevas. Trying to set up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Quarterback making adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by just 2 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Catch in the middle. It's Woods. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Line of scrimmage. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking to throw, it's Cuevas. to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. They defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on second and long. Using his legs, it's Woods. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the ball will bounce it to 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're setting up the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They're looking to throw on second and short. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Oh, better look out! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the right. Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They get to him as he throws. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Made a defender miss. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. Oh, he's got some space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Back to throw, it's Cuevas. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. Touchdown ball. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Got a man, it's Everett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Cuevas. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he puts through the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this.
There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage
lets it fly deep downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Side is 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. On the ground, it's Woods. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Right back to him on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Cuevas. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Looking to pass, it's Cuevas. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's the handoff. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Punts it out of the air. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7. Can't do. He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Now the toss. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Cuevas. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Kearney. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Vols want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Silva. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Holds it in the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Cuevas. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Thanks to grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.